Let's go too much. All right? I celebrate stuff way too much. Like, I'm a professional athlete. I say all the things that they say all the time, you know? And I shouldn't, over these little things. Like Patrick Mahomes, he runs out on the field, totally appropriate for him to yell, "Let's go," you know? LeBron James, like super powerful dunk. He's like, "Too strong." Meanwhile, I get home from work and see my Amazon package was delivered. I'm just like, I'm built different, baby. It's just a shower curtain liner inside the box, you know? Or my son fell asleep in my car. I get him all the way upstairs, get him back in his bed without him waking up. I'm like, I'm here. But he's 17, so it's a little... No, he's 5. I'm just kidding. He's 5. My wife doesn't like that I celebrate that stuff. I don't like this that my wife does. I get these texts throughout the week from my wife that are just links from Zillow to properties that we could never afford. And we haven't even talked about moving. We built a house pretty recently. There's, you know, Jeff Bezos would look at these houses and he'd be like, it's pretty steep, man. I don't know. So I'll just reply to these, you know, links. I'll be like, you think we need 9 bathrooms? Is that what the problem is? Okay. Double-decker pool. You really think that would fix what's going on? Okay. No, it's not. We don't need it. We don't need it. But finances are tough, you know. We're trying to do better with that stuff. We're trying to, like, budget and do all these things that, you know, married couples do. Financial peace at university and dropouts. But yeah, we're trying to budget and all these things, but, you know, our pets always want to interject themselves. Like, my wife and I'll be budgeting. It's like, all right, look, it's pretty tight this month. We need to know where every dollar's going. It's like my dog hears that in the back room, and he just gets up, does that front paw stretch thing, like, puts that one leg back, like, I better fire up this ear infection, you know? I'd hate to not contribute to this financial hardship. I could do a double dip, you know, maybe swallow a key fob. That would really get him in a tizzy. Just doing my part as a dog, domesticated. So I grew up with my grandparents. It won't be a surprise to those of you that I offered a Werther's original when you came in. Yeah, I grew up with my grandparents. They raised my sister and I, and they were pretty frugal and had some strict rules. That's not surprising. There was potpourri everywhere in the house. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you that wouldn't be surprising. But yeah, they were very strict and frugal. My grandma had this like really weird rule about like after grocery shopping. She said that we couldn't have like there were 2 boxes of things, like something, for instance, like cereal. 2 boxes couldn't coexist open at the same time. Like you had to finish the first box before you could open the second box. So like when I woke up in the morning and saw my grandpa just spoon deep in the Raisin Bran while the Lucky Charms sat tightly sealed in the pantry, it was like the red cord of my happiness was just gone. Like, it was like waking up. You know, I knew I was going to have to power through that box of Raisin Bran before I could get to the Lucky Charms. It was like waking up on Christmas morning, finding out we had to do chores to open the presents, which was another rule she had. I don't know why we were doing that. But no, so I was like, all right, I gotta do my part for my sister. She powered through the pork rinds last time to get to the Doritos. I'll do my part right here with the Raisin Bran. I was like, Grandpa, we gotta get a schedule together. We're both gonna be pooping pretty regular this week. I just remember sitting there, staring at the box, that stupid little sunshine staring back at me like, now with 2 scoops, okay? That's your cell. That's your cell. I don't know how that helps me at all. Maybe if that would be a good pitch if they used to have 3 and they were like, look, the telegrams have come in, because that's the only people communicating to Raisin Bran, people using telegrams. We're going to rein it back and do 2, but we need more of that 2-scoop energy over at the Lucky Charms factory, you know? We need more of that, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I'm just trying to wake up and get something magically delicious, but here I am suffering with my grandpa through something tragically nutritious, you know? It's brutal. And I'll say one more thing to that leprechaun, okay? People are always after your Lucky Charms because you got chubby 10-year-olds like me white-knuckling through a box of dried grapes and sadness, hoping to taste that purple horseshoe, you know? Like, that's wine. That is wine. Hey, I don't have much time left. I don't do impressions, but I wanted to try this out. Bluey. Are we familiar with Bluey? Okay, this is my impression of Bandit, the dad, after talking to, this is my impression of the dad, Bandit, after his kids continually ask him to play with them, and he's very tired. So this is my impression of the dad. Nar! Thank you. That was Bandit from Bluey. Right. All right, I'm Garrett McDonald. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Sean is back.